Welcome to JoyCon Models. I'm Jason, your host, and I do models and apparently electronics. What's going on with that? What do we got here? These are the Joy-Cons I talked about in a previous video, and I know for a fact that these have the dreaded Joy-Con drift, so I have gotten some replacement Joy-Cons, joysticks right here, some replacement ones that are brand spanking new. And what I want to do is swap those out for new ones. I have 4 of those there, and get some more at a later date. And also these are rather on the mangy side, so I'm going to run them through the ultrasonic cleaner and clean them up. So let's take a look at the inside of one of these. I'm going to use my iFixit set that I have magnetized to the side there. We have our 00 here. That is a Phillips. I need 00 Y-wing. So let's get our mat down here. That's a back cover screw. Now, I've seen these taken apart before, but I've never taken one apart. And also, this video may abruptly end because my son needs to log into his school now. There we go. Thank you. So we need some opening picks here. So let's get in our iFixit kit here, and we'll grab an opening pick and these 2 spudger thingies. Grab those. Close this up here. Did a review at that, and I came up with some ideas for iFixit to do with that magnetic pad that's in there. So okay, so now from what I understand is you fold it out like a book. So there we go. Now we have that, and the battery. I have been in this one and I've disconnected the battery. Let's see if we can pop the battery out, and we were able to pop the battery out. Now I have ordered some OEM replacement batteries. I'm not sure if these are bad. I'm actually developing a way to charge, discharge, and test these batteries like I've done with other power banks and things like that. And I'm also going to do it with the main switch batteries. And I'm also working on a way to make a fake switch battery using my DC power supply, so I'll be testing that in future videos. So now we need to get our Phillips bit, 00. Hey, yeah, my granddaughter's here. She's saying hello to everybody. Yeah, she just said hello. So we're going to take out these 2 screws here, and it appears there's one more right here. And from what I've seen, this one flips this way because of the ribbon cable. So let us pop this little ribbon cable off here. And we're going to take a look at this here. Where's my tweezers? So we're going to pull this off of here. Take that ribbon cable off, and this is the ZL button. Doesn't look too dirty, but we're going to clean that up. I don't know if we can pull that circuit board out or not to run the plastic through the screen cleaner, but we will see what we can do with that. So we have that disconnected. Now we have our vibration control module right here on the board chip. We have that, and there goes the spring for that. This is the L button, and there's the button for the L here. They are replaceable. This is the minus button. So it looks like we need to get this ribbon cable out of our way. So I'm going to pop this up here gently. Okay, I did pop that up. All right. I'm going to pop that ribbon cable up out of my way right there like that. And I'm going to undo this one for the JoyCon, the joystick part, like that. Pull that out, and we're going to pull this joystick module out. Oh. Okay. So there we go. We'll take this module out. It's got a little seal on it, and you can see all the crud and grime on this Joy-Con. It may be able to be cleaned and reused, I'm not sure, but we are going to put in a new one and call it for this refurbishment. So I have my new Joy-Con controller right here. And I'm going to hold off on putting this back, putting this new one in, because I want to clean this controller. So what I'm going to do is put that back in the bag, and I am going to disconnect these ribbon cables here. I'll leave that ribbon cable out of my way here. I'm going to disconnect these ribbon cables. I'm not a fan of ribbon cables. I'll tell you that. So that's that ribbon cable. And then we have this one here, like so. Okay, so now we have this side module out. It is quite dirty. Appears to have one screw in it, holding it down. Appears to be connected in the middle. I'm not sure how. I know these buttons are replaceable, so and I know you can put metal ones of these locking mechanisms in there, but I am going to attempt to take this further apart and see here. So let's move that up out of the way, and let's take this screwdriver here. Appears that it may be clipped in. There's some crud on this thing here too. There it goes. Alright, so it is just clipped in, and there's a little bit of ticky tape right there that we will clean up and replace. This is the little button that goes in there, like so. It is also very dirty, so we will clean this outer case here in the ultrasonic cleaner. That is going to be a little bit off because it is pretty dirty. The ultrasonic cleaner itself is pretty dirty, and let me just see here. Let me get one of my cotton buds with some IPA here. A little bit of corrosion in there. Let's see here. So that is still pretty dirty. That is going to have to be scrubbed. There is a bunch of dirt and grime in there, and that button, the sync button. So that is where we are from there. It doesn't look like this piece is cracked. I've seen that on JoyCons that is cracked. But other than that, this doesn't look too bad. Let's... Like I said, this module is not too bad either. So we will take back this here. Does the back? Yeah, this needs to be all cleaned in here. It is pretty nasty. So let's take this motherboard off here. Let me pull out this rumble controller, or rumble motor. Rumble motor, can I gently tease that out? Yep, it just has a little bit of ticky tape on it. So there is that unit. And then we will come in here to the main board. Right here. Okay. Now let's see if we can lift this board out. Yep, the board has been lifted out. Doesn't look bad. It looks actually pretty clean there. So, lift that board out. And then we can take these out here, and we have the individual buttons and these pads that we can clean. Same with the home button. So I want to clean this outer unit here. So I'm going to drop it and almost lose pieces. That was real good. So I'm going to pull off this L button module here. L button module. Okay, and it appears that that ribbon cable goes into this minus button module. So we're going to have to pull that off. And then that comes off in one piece here. So we have that button there. So we have pretty much disassembled this down to its basic parts to be cleaned. and is this seal stuck in there? Yeah, that's pretty stuck in there, so I am going to get this stuff in the ultrasonic cleaner, and when I come back we will reassemble it and check out how clean it is, reassemble it, and put the new joystick in there, and we should be able to test it on my test model. So I'll be back in a bit, guys. Thank you. Okay guys, how's it going? I'm back. I was cleaning up this part of the rail right here, and it looks good. You know, I got these connectors clean. Let's go to the microscope here. And if you look at these connectors here, they are all cleaned up, and a little bit of grime and grug on them. But I didn't want to put these in the ultrasonic connector, but I thought I could clean it up and just keep it as a assembly like so. But if you look here at these buttons here, they're caked in with stuff, and this button here has got stuff all caked in there. I don't want to send that out like that, so I am going to take this back shield off here, like so. This back board off, and get those buttons out, and clean it further. So my tweezers here. Okay, yep, so there we go. We got this board off with its ribbon cable. And it's 4 LEDs. You can see how small the LEDs are. You know, right there's the teeny tiny LEDs. So that doesn't look too bad, but it's these buttons that look awful. You know, inside here, these buttons don't look great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off here. Take these off, and then I'm going to clean inside there, and then get some air and blow it out. As you can see, the crud in there. Look at that crud. Yeah, see, I can't send it out to a customer like this. This is just, I don't even know what that is, but it's some kind of crud and grime, and I'm not going to send it out like this. I'm pretty sure this button right here can just be cleaned by doing that. I mean, it doesn't take but a few seconds to clean this out, and then a little bit of compressed air in there. See, now you can see it's, you know, it's still got a little bit. So you don't see it until you put it under the microscope, and I know people that purchase these aren't going to put it under the microscope, but if I know it's there, and then, you know, you see it on my videos is there, I'm not gonna send it out like that. So I'm gonna get some compressed air and blow this out, and then I'm gonna put this assembly back together. So this will be like clean and brand new and stuff. So I just wanted to show you that, guys, how to clean that out, and we're taking this off and we're gonna put it back on. So I'm not going to show the reassembly process because I still have to clean this a little bit better. I don't know if it disassembles anymore. I mean, I know I can take out this part here, but that seems to be working just fine. So seems to have no issues with that. So I will push forward cleaning this up, and then once everything's clean, I will reassemble everything, and we'll be good to go. Okay, I am back, and the stuff has come out of the ultrasonic cleaner. I just need to clean up this little section right here. It's got a little bit of dirt and grime on it. Let me get my toothbrush here and just brush that stuff out of there. Being very careful of that ribbon cable. So Okay, so that is cleaned up. Here we have our housings all clean and out of the ultrasonic cleaner, all nice and clean. And let's see if we can't put this back together. So this is this appears to be the up button. Nope. Okay, so this one appears to be the over there button. No. So apparently these only go in one way. Let's see. Yep, that one's up. So let's take this one down and over, left or right depending on which way you are facing. This one goes in there like that, and let's put on our little shield thing there. Now let us put our button like so, and our minus button is going to go like that. We're going to put this little housing. Hopefully all this is on camera. So that is that part there. Let me get this little piece right here. Our minus button and our trigger button. So that is, I got my screws labeled here. That's JoyCon joystick rail buttons. Must be what I need. Okay. Of course, I didn't get out the iFixit screwdriver set here. But we have it now, and we will load up our screw. And we will make sure that's working. Get our ribbon cable out of the way. Now, I don't have this zoomed in all the way because I don't want to go off frame while I am doing this. Okay. Alright, that is that. Now we can put in our circuit board like so. Our little membrane has gotten out of place, so we'll lock that back down. And now, if I remember correctly, it is this one. Let me just make sure that that's correct. Yeah, it's this one and the one across from it. It's been a few hours since I've taken this apart, and I've already forgotten. That's how my brain works. So, I don't want to break the motherboard, so we're going to just tighten them down. Gently tighten them down. Okay, so that is that. Let's get the new joystick here. Just get out our new joystick. If I can open it. And I didn't even clean the other one, so wow, this is defeated by a bag. Okay, so we're gonna put this, we're gonna lift up this ribbon cable and we're gonna drop this in there like so. We're gonna grab our joystick screw. Joystick screw there. And we get another joystick screw. Okay, so that has a button, it moves. Alright, so now I'm going to move over to this assembly here. And I've cleaned this really good. I want to show you this under the microscope here. Let's take away that one and put on that one. And if I show you this right here, you can see how that's all clean. It was all gunky before if you saw it on the video. So that's been all cleaned. I want to first put in this button. Sure. It's all 100% clean. And I believe it goes in like that. And that just clips right in place there. And we'll grab our rail screw. At least I call it a rail screw. And we're going to put that in there like that. Tighten that down. Okay, so that is that section there. We will put our rumble motor back in here like so. Rumble motor like so there. I wonder if that goes in the other way, like so. There we go, I think it goes like that. There we go. That is in there. Now, I'm going to wait to put in the battery because I have some testing I want to do on the battery. So I'm going to connect these ribbon cables here. This ribbon cable right here. I'm going to have to connect the side ones first. So this is tricky. I don't work with a lot of ribbon cables. Okay. Appears to be in there. Okay, I knocked it out. Okay, that one has gone in. Now we will slide this ribbon cable in there. try not to knock off any components. Now we will do this ribbon cable here. There we go. And then we will place this one in here like this for our joystick. And then we will slide that down. So now that we have those ribbon cables in, we will place our spring for our little button here, our L button. This is where my big hands are a problem. Place that in there. I will hold it down while well, that's my mistake. I forgot to connect. So this goes like this. So this ribbon cable needs to go in here. So that ribbon cable goes in there, and now we can flip this over like we're closing our book. That all tucked in there. Make sure our cable's not being pinched. Let's just want to make sure this cable's not being pinched here. Okay, so that cable is clear. I'm going to add these top frame screws in here like so. I could have used the ES120 to screw all these in, but I'm not going to do that. So now I do have the old JoyCon battery that I can put in for a test, but like I said, I am going to be putting in a new battery here. Okay, the battery is now in, and then I will fold this up like this, and then make sure it clicks closed. Hoping I didn't bust any of those cables, I will grab my Y-ring screw. Oh, I forgot they're not magnetic, so I'm not going to snug those down all the way because of the fact that I'm going to change that battery most likely. I'm devising a way to test the batteries to see if they are close to their capacity, and I have yet to come I know how to test them for their capacity, I just have not devised the method of testing them for their capacity, because I want to build a charge control circuit that I can recharge them with and discharge them to make sure that they are meeting the capacity. I believe I think it said 425 milliamp hour. I'm not sure. I don't remember what it said. But there's our controller. All the buttons seem to click. Now I will get out my known good switch, which is right here in my cool little handy dandy storage box. It costs $1. My wife got it for me at Walmart on clearance. And I will turn on this console here, and we will test this controller. I'm assuming that battery is going to be flat, but it should work on. So let's get on there, and let's click that on. And let's see here if it registers the controllers. Okay. Okay, so it said paired. I hope you saw that. It said paired there. Let me turn off that microscope camera and turn back on this one. So it's paired. It is extremely dead battery. So it yeah, it is. So it is connected, but it was giving me some issues. So, but it's working. Let's close this out. Let's go into settings. And let's go down to controller and sensors. Test input devices. Test controller buttons. So the minus button is working. Yeah, it says battery depleted, so okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is, so I'm going to have to, I don't know if battery depleted means that it needs to charge or if it is actually a bad battery. So I'm going to shut this off. And I'm going to go to power options, turn off. And I will charge this on a different, I will charge this on an external charger, and then I will test it some more, and I will tell you how it turns out, because I'm going to do some other controllers, and then when I do that video I will let you know how this goes. If it doesn't go, if I have to switch the battery, I will do a follow-up video on how I test the batteries and all that. But for now it seems to be working, it seems to be pairing, but it has a dead battery. But that's going to do it for this video. Check me out on social media. You can also join me on Patreon.